We at Amsterdam in Your Pocket have decided to give you a little walking tour of the city, and what better place to start than at the Amsterdam Central Station. Built in 1889, it's a huge transport hub, and chances are if you've flown into Amsterdam Schiphol Airport, you'll take the train here for only a few euros. In 15 minutes, the whole city's in front of you. So come along with us on this little tour, and we'll show you some of the best streets, the squares, canals, and other things worth seeing. In the Netherlands, bicycles are literally everywhere, and Amsterdam is no exception. We're here at the 4-story bicycle parking lot next to the central station, which has to be, I don't know, it's got to be the largest bicycle parking lot in the world, I suppose. While you're in Amsterdam, we definitely recommend renting a bike. You can see the whole city that way, and basically be like a local. If you take the Damrak straight from Central Station, you'll eventually reach Dam Square. Behind me is the Royal Palace, which wasn't always royal. It was actually built in 1655 as the town hall, but was eventually appropriated by the royal family. There's also Madame Tussauds on the one side, and there's plenty of other stuff to see. On the other side is the National Monument commemorating the Dutch who suffered under the Nazi occupation and who resisted the Nazis. Usually full of street performers and buskers and all kinds of things. Some are actually pretty good. On Leidseplein, which is pretty much one of Amsterdam's most popular squares. It's always packed with people, even during the day like now, and this is basically where Amsterdam's nightlife begins and ends. It's just filled with cafes, restaurants, bars, clubs, you name it, and even the Bulldog coffee shop across the street that's actually located in a former police station, so only in Amsterdam. So it's also a good place to just hang out and check out what's going on. And it's also, as you see behind me, a major tram stop. So basically all of the trams that come in from Central Station going down that way, they all stop off here. There are also plenty of street performers in the area, all kinds of buskers and break dancers and God knows what. We're here on Museumplein, and right behind me is the Rijksmuseum, which is where everyone goes to look at Rembrandt. And around here is also the House of Bowls experience and the Van Gogh Museum, and there's a huge park as well where people hang out and have picnics. But most people also come here just to relax and hang out, and of course tourists always come here to take their pictures taken next to Amsterdam's tourism slogan, I am Amsterdam, or I Amsterdam. So yeah, we're not exactly sure why, but everyone loves to do it. We're at the famous Amsterdam flower market. Amsterdammers are quick to point out that it's the only floating flower market in Europe, but it's not actually floating. It's actually, well, some of it is. Some of it's on barges, but most of it's actually on dry land right here. The one thing that you can get here is plenty of bulbs. Bulbs, and more bulbs to take home and to plant in your own garden. Of course, there's plenty of souvenirs as well to be had on both sides of the street. And it's a market and a tourist attraction all in one. It's no secret that Amsterdam has plenty of beautiful canals, but in our opinion, the area where the Prinsengracht meets the Brouwersgracht, or the Brewers Canal, is one of the most picturesque areas of Amsterdam. It's got all these beautiful buildings in the background that once served as breweries. They have all these excellent painted shutters. It's just really a great place to take pictures and to just wander around. It's also the beginning of the Jordan district. It's a bit of a bohemian area of Amsterdam with lots of great cafes and things to see, as well as the Nieuwmarkt, which is right next to the church. It's a great square where you can find excellent things to buy most days of the week. This is Rembrandtplein, named after, you guessed it, that guy over there, Rembrandt. Other than the statue of him There really isn't that much else to see here except for lots and lots of clubs and cafes and bars and hotels. But other than that, it's a popular place to just to hang out for a little bit and grab a snack or something. But at night, this place is usually just, yeah, raging with lots of clubbers and whatnot. The building to the right is the most impressive of Amsterdam's remaining city gates. It was called St. Anthony's Gate and was built in 1488, but eventually became obsolete. So it was then used as a way station for merchants. And the apartments upstairs were used by local guilds, including the Surgeons Guild. And every once in a while, they would actually dissect a freshly executed criminal up there, which was open to the public. They also became obsolete, and eventually it became the restaurant that it is now. It's located on the Nieuwmarkt Square, which is full of cafes and bars, and also a market, of course, true to its name. Everyone's heard of Amsterdam's red light district, but not everyone knows that the city also has its own Chinatown, complete with its own Buddhist temple, which is supposedly one of Europe's largest. It's basically a few streets that go from the Nieuwmarkt up towards the central station. Obviously, there's also plenty of supermarkets and Chinese restaurants and all kinds of great places to eat. Just look for the restaurants with ducks hanging in the windows. So we're in the red light district right now. This is the main drag, basically, where everyone comes to see the girls. There's also plenty of sex shops and live performances and God knows what else. But we have to be quick about this because if the girls see us filming them, they'll be very, very pissed off. So basically, I actually came here once to interview them during the day, and they were not amused. They thought that me paying them for a couple of questions was incredibly perverse. So anyway, so in the end we found out at least that it's 50 euros if you want to go here and have 20 minutes with the girls. So if you're in the market, then this is the place to go. Can get a bit sleazy at night, but there's also tons of tourists that are here to laugh at you as you go up and talk to the girls. So do or don't. Have a good time.